Uber drivers in San Francisco, it's time to wake up. The tides are changing. What up, internet world? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video, and I thought I would make a video talking about Uber today. Because if y'all don't know, I first started off my YouTube channel talking about Uber here in San Francisco. And over the years, a lot has changed with Uber in San Francisco. I remember when it first started, picking up people in the marina, dropping them off at the airport, you would get $50 flat, if not $60, $70 for taking one person. Today, from the marina, $13, okay? Sometimes it's $13, sometimes it's $25, sometimes it's $18, but the rates have dropped like crazy. It is nothing like what it used to be. And there is something else that's even bigger that's going on with Uber right now. It's called Whimo, okay? Now, I just got done watching the rideshare guy on YouTube, and I watched these two guys go back and forth talking about, autonomous cars. Are Uber drivers worried? And from what I hear, majority of Uber drivers are just simply, they're just not worried, okay? Also in this video, I will link this rideshare video down below, so if you guys want to check it out. I live in San Francisco, and a couple nights ago, I had to take a ride, okay? I left my bike at a friend's house, and I was trying to get home. I had the option of taking Uber or Whimo, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, as an Uber driver, as someone that has been driving for Uber for more than 10 years off and on, I would much rather take Whimo than Uber, okay? The last time I took an Uber, I was with a friend, and it was just some weird lady, and she was just driving all crazy, and I don't know, I was literally sitting in the back just clutching my pearls because I'm like, yo, this is just a weird ride. Whimo is a quiet ride. You don't have to worry about people arguing with you. You don't have to worry about people, trying to check you out. You can change the temperature in the car. You can control the radio in the car. You basically have all control. When you take Whimo, when you take a self-driving car, you're driving by yourself, okay? And from what I have seen and from what I hear in San Francisco, people love taking autonomous cars versus taking an Uber, okay? And I know y'all at the rideshare guy, I know y'all are gonna just say good things about the drivers and like try to hype up the drivers, but no. People don't like drivers as much as you think they do. Maybe older people, maybe people that's going to the airport and they need, help getting a suitcase out of the back of the car. But most people don't like the drivers, bro. You got to think. Sometimes cars are dirty. Sometimes cars smell bad. Sometimes drivers have food in their car. Sometimes there's stains in the car. Like literally, a lot of things can happen with drivers. This make people uncomfortable. One reason why I do not drive for Uber at night is because of women, okay? The main reason I don't drive for Uber at night because there's so many women out there that are so afraid of an Uber driver, yo. And I don't want to be that person on the other side. If I'm out at night, I'll just do deliveries. Nobody get in the car. There are so many women I know that they get picked up late at night and they're nervous because they don't know what the Uber driver is going to do. They don't know if the Uber driver is going to flirt with them or turn around and look at their legs on the back seat or just do anything. Like, women are terrified, and me as a guy driver, like, I don't want to be in that situation. The main reason I bought a dash cam was literally not for the road. That's a really good reason, just in case you get into a crash. The main reason I bought a dash cam was because of passengers. Okay? Like, yeah, it works great, driving on the street, you get into an accident, you got video footage, but I mainly did it for the drivers, because passengers will say, oh, a driver did this, or a driver said this, or a driver was doing this, okay? This is one reason why I really just don't like to take Uber anymore. I would much rather take Whimo. Now, something else to talk about. Now, they mentioned this in the rideshare guy video. Once again, I'm going to link this video down in the description below so y'all can see it, okay? They're talking about Austin. And I know people that live in Austin that do Uber. And the same thing that they said on the rideshare guy is the same thing that my homies are telling me that's going on in Austin. They said that the market in Austin is pretty much dead. Because of Whimo is now in Austin, as well as Tesla is testing out in Austin. Now, me personally, I am a huge Tesla fanboy, okay? I've been a huge Tesla shareholder for years. I don't believe Tesla in their full self-driving. That's just me. I just don't believe it. I believe Whimo. I see Whimo. I've taken Whimo a lot. I trust Whimo. I will go to sleep in the back of a Whimo. Do I trust Tesla? No. Okay. Do I think that, maybe they'll figure it out? I mean, maybe, but at the rate they're going now, Waymo's got them beat. Okay. It's just a matter of time before Tesla starts to test in California. And where do you think they're going to probably start testing first? San Francisco. I say all this to say, if you are an Uber driver, you guys want to really, really pay close attention to what's going on, right? It's a lot of videos out there. A lot of influencers are saying that these autonomous vehicles will never take off. And I'm telling y'all, I live in San Francisco. I've watched them start testing. I remember the first time I seen them with no one in the car. I remember the first time I seen them do crazy maneuvers that a human driver would do. Okay, they're getting better and better and better by the day. And you know what's going to be the big elephant in the room is the price, yo. Just like, Chris on the rideshare guy, he says that he's going to build up his own private clients. He's going to build up his own private clients. And you know what? I know people in San Francisco that say the same thing, and they have the hardest time trying to build private clients because private clients are not, having a private client is not as great as a lot of influencers make it out to be, okay? If I have 20 private clients in San Francisco and I'm on one side of the city and someone calls me and I got to get on the other side of the city, that's just not going to work, bro. Like, it's just not going to work. I'm not going to get someone to pay me $50 to drive them to the airport knowing that this is a private ride when the same person can go on the Uber app and get a ride to the airport for like $40 or $30, okay? Private rides work very well if you're like in an SUV. Okay, if you're in an Uber Black, you're in a Suburban, you're in an Escalade, those private rides work great because you can make a lot of money on taking someone to the airport and you don't have to do that many airport rides to make your daily quota, okay? Also, you got to look at it from a customer's point of view. Yeah, a customer might like you and they might want you to pick them up, but then at the same time, if it's inconvenient for the customer to wait an hour for you to get there to pick them up, why would they wait for you? They're just going to take an easier option, which is going to be requesting an Uber or requesting a Whimo. Okay? So it's insane. Like when I hear people say, oh, I'm going to get my own private clients, because I hear people say that in San Francisco. And it's like, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Like maybe if you got like an Escalade, right? Yeah, I could totally see you getting your own clients, but you're driving around in a Prius and you're thinking about getting your own clients? I don't know. That's a little insane. But I'm just warning you drivers. Be prepared, okay? Be prepared for what is going to happen next, because my guess what's about to happen is it's just going to get slower and slower and slower. And if they expand Whimo in San Francisco like they are doing right now, they are testing Whimo at the airport, okay? So pretty soon, people will be able to take Whimo to the airport. Pretty soon, people will be able to get picked up from the airport in Whimo. And I'm telling y'all, all y'all Uber drivers out there, when this happens, you're going to have people come into San Francisco, come into California for the first time. And the first thing they're going to want to do when they leave the airport is they're going to want to take a Whimo. They're going to want to take a Zoox. They're going to want to take a robo-taxi, because that's going to be such a great experience for them. You get back from, Iowa, and now you're in California, and you're like, wow, I took a robo-taxi. You're going to be taking videos and showing your friends and putting it online. And who's going to want to be in the car with a stinky Uber driver, bro? Think about it. Who is going to want to be in the car with a stinky Uber driver? And I'm not trying to say all Uber drivers stink, but come on, you just driving a car for 10 hours a day. Like, you gotta, you get where I'm going here? Like, me, I try to go to the gym in the middle of the day and take a shower, but I don't go every day. And some days I'm in the car for hours, Also, food. Bro, nobody want to get in no car smelling like food. No one want to get in no stinky car. So I'm telling y'all, It's just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time before these Waymos begin to take over and Waymo-like services begin to take over. And if you want to sit in the back and suck your thumb and say, oh no, this will never happen, this will never work, I'm always going to have a job, I'm going to have my private clients. Your private clients are not going to want to ride with you. Your private clients are going to love autonomous vehicles better than you. Unless you're older and you need some help getting into the car. But if you're some young, able-bodied person, like most people that are taking rides, watch and see. I'm telling you, watch and see. Uber is going to have a slow death just like the taxis, okay? Y'all remember when Uber first came out? Man, Uber crushed the taxi industry, bro. Like they did. They crushed them. And you know what? Autonomous cars is about to crush Uber, okay? Now, I know Uber itself, they're jumping on the bandwagon. They're making these partnerships. So Uber will probably still be in business. But my guess is Waymo will probably be much, 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 much bigger than Uber. And maybe Tesla in the future will be much, much bigger than Uber. And, Uber drivers, man, it's just like being a taxi driver 10 years ago, bro. It's the same thing, like, same game. But anyway, we out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm telling y'all, Uber drivers, get ready, y'all. Like, get ready. Don't believe all these people you see online. Oh, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not in their neighborhood, and it's not in your neighborhood. But Waymo has been in my neighborhood for 6-7 years, okay? And I'm telling you, Whimo is coming to your neighborhood very, very soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and peace out, yo. Ow!